Is there a way to spot the early signs that someone is a narcissist? How can you tell? Is it the way that they look? Is it the way that they dress? What is it about them that you can spot the telltale signs? There is a way. There is a way, my friends, and it's not always going to be obvious at first, right? One thing I do want to say is you're not going to see it straight away, but it will take a little bit of time. And once you master this, you're going to be able to know. And this is what I'm going to be talking about in the video. Hello my friends and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. With a much requested video, how to spot the signs and be able to protect yourself. This is what we're going to be talking about. Look, we're going to be talking about spotting the signs that someone is toxic, someone is narcissistic, and there is a way of doing this. Okay, my friends, there is a way of doing this, and this is what we're going to be talking about. We're also going to look at ways that you are going to be able to protect yourself if you find yourself in this interaction, or what happens if you find that the person, you know, that you thought was so lovely, was so nice, you know, they behaved this way, they talked the talk, they told you what you wanted to hear, and then you realize that this person is toxic or something's not quite right. Okay, so this is what we're going to be discussing in this video. But my friends, just before I get into it, really quickly, want to say that I do go live every single Tuesday, and it's a great vibe on these lives. We do answer questions. We do talk about inspirational content. There is motivational content here, you know, to help you to rise up, to level up in your healing. There's an amazing supportive community, which I am so proud to be able to say that this is exactly what this channel is about. It's about support. It's about caring. It's about knowing that we're coming together, all right, and we are here together as one. Guys, if you want to join the vibe, because honestly, it is a vibe, join me every single Tuesday on this channel. Okay, for a lot of us, all right, we think, how is it that we couldn't see all of these behaviors, all of these things a lot earlier? We had to go through all of this and get to this point, and only at that point did we discover and find out, you know, like, this person is toxic. And what I will say to you is this: it's not because you are blind or you are silly or stupid for not seeing this. Okay, for a lot of us, right, if we didn't know about narcissism, or if it wasn't in our face, or we weren't in a relationship with someone, would we ever really go and research it? It's like, you know, saying that you're stupid or silly for not researching how to build a rocket to get you to the moon, all right? It's not something that you need on an everyday basis. I know that maybe some of you have, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is this interaction, like these behaviors, you wouldn't have looked this up or been aware of this unless you had been in this experience. So now that you have been, I completely understand going forward, you're going to be a little bit apprehensive. You're going to be thinking, well, how is it that I'm not going to get into another relationship like this? Well, I did before. But the thing is, I am sure that you have watched a lot of content, read a lot of stuff about what narcissistic personality disorder is, what personality disorders are, what toxic individuals are. I'm sure you could write a book about it, and you could even have a YouTube channel talking about it. All right, the fact is that you have learned, you've done your research, you know. The thing is, before you met that narcissist, before you had that narcissist in your life, you didn't know. There was no reason for you to have to go and research that or learn about it. Now is a different story. So don't doubt that, or don't think, oh, I'm not going to see it, I'm not going to know. You are. There's also another thing, all right? I'm just going to say this here. There is also another thing called intuition or gut feeling. That is something that you need to use. Well, I'm not telling you what to do, but I am now. You need to use this. You need to trust this. This is all about connection to you and trusting you, your thoughts, your feelings about this person, Remember, toxic people are always going to make you question yourself, question your reality, doubt yourself, ask questions about yourself that necessarily you probably never would have or ever even thought about. Because the things that they say, they're quite nasty, they're quite derogatory, they're quite triggering in their comments. And what they do is they put you down. So it's always about feeling better than you. So when somebody does that, think about it, like healthy people will not be doing that, because you just don't. Like, you don't look at those things to compare yourself to somebody else. But someone who is toxic, someone maybe who has a personality disorder or enduring mental health will do this, because if they put somebody else down, it's going to make them feel better. But these signs may not always be easy to spot, particularly when you're at the beginning stages or when you're getting to know somebody. Remember, everybody's going to put their best foot forward. They're always going to show their best selves when it comes to trying to charm you or trying to seduce you or trying to make friends with you, or maybe like in a work environment. Everyone is literally going to be their best selves. So one way, all right, one way that I would say is a great way to know is listen to how this person talks about things. You will gather a perspective on those person's thoughts and feelings. All right, so think about the words that this person uses to express themselves. Think about the sentence formation, because this is all content that's coming from their mind. I mean, you have to think it in order to be able to say it. So you will be able to see how this person thinks about certain things. And if this doesn't align with your way of thinking, or if you have discrepancies here and think, I don't know if that's true, really believe that you are right, and really think about, like, how is this person, how is their energy making you feel? And that's the other thing. How do you feel around the presence of this person? Do you feel safe and secure? Do you feel happy? Do you feel like you can have a great time with this person? Or is it that you feel a little bit not sure? There's something a little bit off with this person. Perhaps maybe this person is talking about really strange topics or subjects, things that you're not really into or interested in, or have an alternative opinion about it. Can you express your opinion? Can you have a fluid conversation with this person without them hijacking it, you know, or putting forward their ideas? These things you need to take note of. All right, because this is very important. You're not going to be able to spot a narcissist the way that they look, or they're going to be wearing a particular clothes or behaving in a certain way. Remember, these individuals are hyper vigilant when it comes to looking their best, talking in a certain way, behaving in a certain way. All of this is going to be doctored. All right, it's all going to be appearing like this person has got everything together. They're very confident. They know what they want in their lives. They're living their best lives. All of these things. So you need to be a little bit more aware, like take a step back, listen to what this person is saying. Look at the way that they are behaving. And also with these types of individuals, what they do is they talk, like they'll say a lot of things, but their behaviors won't match to what they're saying. This is another big telltale sign. Also, they will maybe they'll start talking behind your back. Maybe they might start saying things about you. Again, all of these things amalgamated. It's not one specific thing. It will be a list of things that kind of, when it all comes together, you're like, ah, right, I get it. Because I'm asking you not to look at these things individually, but look at it as a whole. Who is this person? What do they represent? And that's what I'm saying. That's when you will be able to understand that this person is toxic, or they may have a personality disorder. Like there's a lot of levels to this. One thing I will say is maybe this person doesn't have full-blown personality disorder, but what they do have is these toxic traits. So this is telling me also that they have some issues with their mental health. Again, you know, like, do you want to be around someone like this? Because the way that it works is either they'll really idolize you right at the beginning, okay, and maybe if you're in a relationship or you're in a dating scenario, The relationship is going to move really quickly through the stages. So it's going to be a lot of love bombing, telling you what you want to hear, how amazing you are, how well you fit together, how they were looking for someone like you, you know, all of those things. So this is where it's really important for you to listen to what they're saying. Does their behavior match up to this, or is this all a little bit strange, moving a little bit too fast? And of course, what does their energy feel like? What does it feel like being around them? Look at all of those things, but don't look at it specifically, but look at that person as a whole. Now, if you find yourself that you're around this kind of negative energy or toxic individual, what I would say to you is possibly think about limiting the amount of time that you spend with this person. Try to limit it basically and then just it goes into nothing. Okay, this is what I'm saying, is limit the amount of time that you spend with this person. Also, in terms of like communicating with this person, again, limit this. If you're messaging them, calling, you know, you're talking quite a bit. Again, this is another thing I just wanted to say. If this person is like communicating with you so much, so many texts, so many phone calls, it's suffocating. Again, this says to me that there is some kind of issue here to do with attachment and to do with you validating them. So just be aware of how much energy you are giving, okay? The next thing that I would say to you is put boundaries in place, boundaries on your time, your space, your energy, and how much you give to this person. Because remember, all of this is precious to you, and you shouldn't have to be giving it out. Narcissists or toxic people have these expectations, all right, that they'll get you to do things that you're not necessarily comfortable with or necessarily want to do. It's almost as though they steal this from you. So just be aware. Put boundaries, protect yourself. Ultimately, that's what this is about. So if you are someone that is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. We can discuss this, we can talk about this further. I did a video similar to the topics that I talked about in this one here. So if you have a watch of it, just, you know, like, it will help you to kind of get more information about this and help you to kind of make the more kind of discerning decisions for you. I've got a journal club and a mentorship. If you're interested in joining, please see the description box below. Also, I've got an amazing Discord server, which is an amazing community of like-minded individuals. If you're interested in connecting and getting more support there, please see the description box below. Guys, I really hope this video has helped, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.